Bandla lama-feminist aseThekwini ahamba imashi zika Jacinta Ngobese. Ngicela ngibloke la manje. Kuyaphuthuma.
Hi guys. So I know that you're going to say, bengafanele uphendule, you shouldn't have answered. But trust me, I'll use any opportunity that I can to educate people who are misinformed and also hopefully provide them with the information that they lack. So Thembeka seems to be of the view that what we are doing is xenophobic. And I saw that there's quite a number of her followers that are going out of their way to make sure that they say, I'm xenophobic, or what we're doing is xenophobic. And what I've noticed about people who say this is that it's not just ukuthi they are ignorant, they are just out of touch with reality. And it's either that or they have interests that they are protecting. You know, when you go to a clinic in a hospital and ubona ugogo mdala who says, mntanami sabonga, kade sagcina thina ukuhamba siye ekhaya elikanje siphatha ngisho umphako masize clinic, like we sit here the whole day inyawo zibe buhlungu. And you see that granny being grateful. And you see people who are on chronic medication bekwazi ukubonga bethi hey ngiyaqala mina ukuthola medication yami kade ngangiyifuna mangifika la kuthiwa yikho. Or you find women saying, yo, for the first time khona umbhede kule clinic ngizobelethela embhedeni, or whatever the case might be. Or any other incidents, khona abanye nje who have been on lists to get surgery for a long time, and now they feel like for the first time they're able to get those surgeries that they have been waiting for. You are happy, man. You know, I don't want to lie. There's nothing in me that feels a tinge of guilt about what we're doing, because I know it's covered by the law. Because the law of South Africa makes it illegal for an illegal immigrant to be here. And if they are here in the country, they should be getting emergency healthcare only. And if the resources are limited, as per Ikesa Subramani, the states can even refuse them ukuthi bayithole leyo access. And abanye bathi no, anibona abantu abamaphoyisa, we are covered by the Criminal Procedures Act, Section 42, ukuthi nje ama-citizens are allowed to exercise a citizen's arrest. As a citizen of the country, now nje unemvumo ukuthi mawubona isigebengu ungasibopha. So we've heard it all. Like I show Thembeka, that's new. You know, people calling us xenophobic, what. But the challenge that I have to people like Thembeka and people who think like her, Uguti, if you are saying what we're doing is xenophobic, I ask you from the bottom of my heart, just for one day, come with us. See the girls that we have helped and we continue to help who are being raped in spaza shops by these spaza shops that keep mushrooming all over. Because remember, their religion teaches them that it's normal ukulala nazo, because women in their countries don't have umthetho that protects them. So to them it's normal. These are grown men who are being imported into the country daily in numbers. And abantu abanjengoThembeka don't ever address that. Kunalokho blanket approach, xenophobic. Mase xenophobic umuntu ke hayi usesabona kahle ukuthi uqedile, they've covered every single aspect of what we're saying. Come with us, Thembeka, to those buildings that are hijacked. Ubona ogogo that we help when they're being evicted by people who are hijacking their homes. Or not even grannies only, young people, families. Uthi usahlala endlini yakho uhlalisa umuntu, you allow them to rent, they don't want to go anymore. They refuse to leave, they're making your life a nightmare, and those people are undocumented. And I want you to understand that even though there's a clear distinction of what we say, illegal immigrants, the thing I can guarantee and promise you is that we do find foreigners a lot who are even documented, who are committing crimes in the country. So that's why you people want to call what we're doing xenophobic, because sometimes we'll use the word illegal immigrants, but sometimes we'll use the word foreigners because it applies in the instance where abantu who are not South African are here breaking the laws, and it has nothing to do with xenophobia. It's got everything to do with their particular actions that they are here doing in the country. So also, if you want to talk about everything that's happening and you sit on TikTok every day, I don't take you seriously as a person in general, because TikTok is not real. People follow you for your feminism ideology, whatever. I don't dwell much on feminism because sometimes I feel like personally it's not my strength, it's not something I understand. I have too many questions, and I know sometimes I get criticized for it. Abanye baze bathi I'm supporting men, but all I know is that where women have been raped, have been killed, have been abused, I've been there for plenty of them, and I continue to do that. If that makes me pro men or whatever, as what you guys say, that's fine with me. I don't mind labels. Labels don't do much to deter me. I've been labeled all kinds of things in my life before. But I want you, Thembeka, and all your group of people to come out of TikTok, come into the real world. Go to schools where parents are not able to find spots for their children because there's an influx of illegal immigrants. Children who come a class in about 40 or something. Now 40 is ridiculous, but now about 70, and go and listen to a teacher who will tell you that story. And they have to teach those children, and they don't understand a single language that is South African, but they have to, because people like yourselves are busy saying that it's xenophobic to try and ask for what is right for the citizens of South Africa, for the children of South Africa. Because if a teacher is teaching 70 children, what is happening to those South African children who need attention? And I want you guys to take your time out and do these things. Go to jobs where people are being chased out because they demand more money, which is their right. And it's the fair labor practice. And they're being chased out because of illegal immigrants who have no documents but are cheap labor. And I bet you don't even have an idea what it's like to be chased out of work because someone has offered to do the job for less than you. And I hear you're a pharmacist, so maybe you'd also understand that there's a lot of medication that's gone missing in pharmacies. Maybe you can paint a better picture for us. And those are crimes committed by these people. And until you spend the day at Home Affairs listening to those stories of people with stolen identities, because those identities are used to document people who are illegal immigrants, who are here in the country, then you don't know what you're really, really talking about. Because for anyone to not be documented for years and be a South African while there's someone out there using your name and identity. And recently there's a case of women who get given children and they don't even know that they have children listed under them because of the corruption that's going on. And you're so quick, Mukweta, to say, no, government is spending money, or the corruption in government is the cause of all our problems. Yes, corruption is a serious problem in the country. But you cannot tell me that people being in a country illegally and they're here in millions doesn't cause a strain on the resources, doesn't cause an influx of illegal immigrants, doesn't cause places like schools, hospitals, shops, buildings, informal settlements to have issues. That doesn't make even any sense. For example, if there's money that was stolen in Tembisa Hospital and that money was 3 billion, that was meant to improve the hospital, give it more resources, etc., etc. That doesn't mean that now that there's more resources, there must be more people. How does that logically make sense to you? Now people from Zimbabwe and Malawi and Nigeria have to come here because there's improved resources. So if they didn't spend the money, they would have better resources. The hospital would be bigger, better, well taken care of. But that's for South Africans. It doesn't mean that now that the resources are better, it means we can accommodate more people. No, it doesn't. It simply means that South Africans are supposed to be getting a better service. It means South Africans are supposed to be getting there and being able to be treated for any and everything that they need treatment for, instead of lacking or having to go to private hospitals. I don't understand how you and Mukweta get to this conclusion that the money or the resources that we have are enough to take care of the rest of Africa, when it's not even enough to take care of us. Like, do you know the shortage of schools that we have? Do you know the shortage of hospitals that we have, like clinics that we have? And the corruption is actually hindering on that service delivery. It's not hindering on the service of hospitals that are already there. So the growth is not growing. We're not growing. But it doesn't mean that the service that we're getting is getting any better or any faster. And that's because of illegal immigrants. So I've got so much that I can say, but I don't want to bombard you with all this information because it might just be too much for your brain. So just take in a little bit of what I've said for now.
Hello Mzansi, welcome to Umgosi waseMzansi. Jacinta Ngobese replied to what Thembeka, TikToker, said about her laphana ku TikTok. So Thembeka utshele ama followers akhe ukuthi if balandzelela amamashe Jacinta Ngobese athi eThekwini uqela ukuthi bamblock, and balabani ngabazange bayijabulele lento leyo because people were saying ukuthi girl awuboni ukuthi ma foreigners endani la South Africa, don't you see the damage that foreigners are doing to South Africa? What do you mean? So balabaning they did unfollow Thembeka. Some were saying ukuthi akanangcondo why defend ama foreigners nalento nje lazama ukujustify ngevideo yakhe njena bengamake sense, because what do you mean thina kufuneka sivumele bonke abantu bala Africa batohlala la South Africa? Does it make sense though? So Jacinta was saying to Thembeka cela ukuthi usijoine for mamashi lesiba nabo, so that you can see ukuthi ma foreigners kahle kahle endani la South Africa. Utova abantu bakhala ukuthi umuntu uqeshise foreigner lesafuna ikhamba tiningi nje titori labanye abantu nje ma identity aniketwa ama foreigners. So uyasho nje Jacinta ukuthi maybe they need to join them, bonke labantu nje labanga understand ukuthi why much and much ne operation tutula yenda sona, they need to join mamash abato khona kubona ukuthi kahle kahle ama foreigners endani la South Africa. Please do comment what you think below down on the comment section. I'll see you on the next one. I'm signing out. Goodbye.